Yeah, the rest definitely helped, but it's all about the rehab process, how you attack that. So, been doing that for the past 3 weeks, and today going out there and not feeling a whole lot of pain was good. So it's encouraging for me. So it gives me a lot more confidence going to next week.
Hello everyone, this is Al Kabir, the analyst, and today I thought last practice was great. This practice is on another level. We talking Lane Johnson saying that, he ain't feel much pain. The ankle injury was worse, so he's back. You got Jalen Hurts throwing the ball. He's throwing the ball, so he looked good. I just want to discuss the all pros a little bit. Yeah, man, let's get into it. This is Al Kabir, the analyst. Not mad at the list. Some people saying, like, why Slay not on the list? I don't even think Slay's making a big deal out of it. But Slay's not on the list. It is what it is. Honestly, when you really look at it, James Bradberry is having a better year. That's why I was a little surprised in both corners didn't make it to the Pro Bowl. But all pro, they was going to pick one of them. They was going to pick one of them. And I think they made the right choice. And this is no knock on Slay. Slay been locking stuff up. They barely been throwing the ball his way, except the past like 2-3 weeks. Teams been throwing his way. But other than that, Slay been locking stuff up. But you can't lie. You really only think of one play when it comes to James Bradberry. And that's the one against the Saints. And that was like really, really unusual. But all in all, Bradberry been doing his job, but Bradberry don't have to guard the one all the time. So it's a yin and a yang. So salute to Bradberry. Jalen Hurts is going to break the bank. Jalen Hurts, when it's time to pay him, he's going to break the bank. But salute to Jalen Hurts going from this year, we got to see. We got to really evaluate him. Maybe we need to get another quarterback to how much are we going to pay him? Should we pay him 30 to 35? So went from maybe he might stay to he's staying, but how much? How much, man? So salute to Jalen Hurts, man. AJ Brown. I believe he was the best receiver coming out of that 2019 draft. I was called crazy. You got DK, Debo, and this and that. I'm like, you give him a better quarterback, I'm telling you. If you gave him Russell Wilson in his prime that DK had, his numbers would be ridiculous. But he comes to the Eagles. They said, we got a running quarterback. This guy almost get 1,500 yards. Literally like 4 yards short of 1,500 yards. 10-plus touchdowns. AJ had one hell of a year. Hassan Reddick. Salute to him. And my bad. So the other list was like what the players voted. This list is the official one. So salute to Hassan Reddick making the second all-team. Look, 16-plus sacks. I think he should have been first team over Micah Parsons. My opinion. But second team. 16-plus sacks, 5+ forced fumbles. His numbers is up there. He had like a Chandler Jones, J.J. Watt in his prime type year. So salute to him, man, getting the accolades that he need. What can I say about Lane and Kelsey, man? First team all pros, man. Well deserved. We know they always gonna do their thing. We know that. We know that for sure. When I say the only problem I have with this list is Javon Hargrave. It's hard for me to. I seen Dexter Lawrence and stuff, Chris Jones and those guys, but man, Javon Hargrave been very impactful this year. He been one of the best defensive tackles in the league. The numbers and everything, the tackles, definitely the sacks. Definitely the sacks. I'm not getting it. I'm not understanding it. Maybe they say he benefiting off the system. I don't know what it is. I don't know. That's literally the only problem I got with it. Where's my guy Javon Hargrave? People will say T.J. Edwards. T.J. Edwards is having a good year. I'm not surprised he's not on the list. I can't remember the linebackers' names off the top of my head right now. I know that sound bad, but I'm like, yeah, it's a pretty close call with those linebackers. But the amount of tackles, being the captain of the team, leading this second best defense led by TJ Edwards is really good. But I'm not really too mad at that. I think TJ Edwards will get more of his shine next year, in my opinion. Yeah, I like the All-Pro. And I believe CJ Gardner-Johnson could have made it, but it's just missing those games messed him up. It messed him up, man. I think he could have had 10 plus interceptions, and he would have definitely made this list. But things happen. He will get his time. His time will show. All right, let's get into the practice, man. Let's really get into the practice. Went on a long soliloquy there. Lane Johnson saying he didn't feel any pain. Well, I don't want to say it like that. Didn't feel much pain while practicing and thought the ankle injury back a couple years ago, I can't remember the exact year, was worse. Not feel him on that because you more on your feet and stuff like that. I think the abdominal, whatever he's going through, he got more control of. Can use his arms. It's ways he can avoid getting hit there. Whereas though when you're a lineman, you basically on your tiptoes, on your feet a lot. So yeah, I'm not surprised he said the ankle injury was worse, but to hear him say he didn't feel much pain and think the rehab is going well, I think he could play throughout the playoffs, man. And that's the guy. That's the guy nobody want to see. We seen teams take advantage. We seen them take advantage of Jack Driscoll over there, but no, that's not happening with that other right tackle. Not happening with Lane Johnson. Even if Lane Johnson playing 85%, you're not bullying him. No way. No way. So all I'm hoping for Lane Johnson is he could play through the playoffs. Nothing gets hurt even worse, whereas though it affect the following year or his long-term health. So yeah, man, it is great to hear that. It was great to see him practice because yesterday he was practicing. They didn't really get any videos or pictures of him, but he was with the trainers. But for him be with the team, and then the clips I see him, I'm like, yo, it don't look like he's in pain like that. But I'm not a doctor. He could have been in bad pain. But according to him, not much. Not much. Jalen Hurts, I think this is going to be one we look back at, and we made a really big deal out of it. But he was throwing the ball today. He was throwing the ball, looked good, looked sharp. Didn't look like much pain. Me saying that, I've been taking a lot of flack for that. How do you know he's not feeling that much pain? I'm just saying what it looked like. I'm just saying what it looked like, man. But Jalen Hurts out there looking good. Getting healthier and healthier, like I said in my last video. Healthier. We already know about Josh Sweat. All we waiting for is Avonte Maddox. You get Avonte Maddox, the band is almost back. We're almost back to square one. Whereas the defense was fully healthy. The offense was fully healthy. But if you get Avonte Maddox, man, oh man, that Lombardi is calling our name. But what do you think, and how do you feel, man, about guys coming back, about Lane Johnson saying he ain't feel much pain? The All Pros. But this is Al Kabir, the analyst. Ghost.